Right now, I'm sitting to the one and only Fredrick Mula, make it rain. Mula 2.0 in the house. Mula, tell the people what's going on.
Mula 2.0.
2.0 with the suit.
2.0. What is 2.0?
Part two. Part two. The first part, when we were chilling in the garden, was Mula 1.0. This one is Mula 2.0, the new release. You're looking fly, my brother. A little bird told me that this is the first time you are wearing a suit. Is it true?
So, let me put it this way. This is the first time wearing a special designed suit. Special for me. My first suit I had.
Tailor-made. It was
tailor-made. You know, my first suit I had, it was we call it Mtushi tools. Mtushi suit. How can I call Mtushi in English? What?
Oh,
thrift.
Like,
it's a thrift.
oh, thrift.
It's a thrift.
I get you.
It wasn't that legit,
yeah,
but
yeah.
this one, bro, this one is
bro.
legit.
Bro, I gotta say,
Super.
magnifique, brother. Good to see you like this. Man, I've been asking everyone the same question around what they're expecting for today. Umoja Brunch, it's one of first, or the first of many. What's going through your mind in terms of what you're expecting for today?
Bro, a little bit. I'm a little bit, I'm shaking now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm terrified,
Yeah.
but it's good. I'm gonna be good because to me this is like my first like a live performance show. Performing with a band.
Okay.
You've heard the sound yesterday.
Man, the sound is tight. In our language, we'd say lifasiwe. It sound lifasiwe. It's tight. Yeah.
The sound is really nice.
Yeah.
I'm playing with very dope musicians.
The band,
man. Having you on stage, then BV, Leo Bile, Ayanda is such a.
What's the name of the band again? Do they have a name?
The Movement.
The Movement.
Yeah, so this is the first time. Mbidi told me earlier. The Movement is among the top three craziest band in Kenya.
In Kenya.
Yeah.
Yo.
So having a chance to perform with them it's a great honor.
Yeah.
It's really great honor. So I'm expecting the best super performance.
Yeah.
This is my first time, but this is how we're getting experience.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah.
And the sun is coming out.
The sun is coming out.
The vibes are gonna be beautiful, man.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, it's Sunday, bro.
Day.
The sun's gotta come out, bro.
Yeah.
Between now and the last time we spoke, bro, I know you put in a lot of work, Mula. I was I was actually shocked. I was telling Kevin yesterday, I was like, when I started seeing the content that you were posting that I know was shot in Josie, I was like, how in the world did this man create so much content, bro?
My general approach is, I would say, consistency.
Yeah.
So, I had to drop video every Monday.
Yeah.
So, whether I like it or not, it is my duty to record and everything.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I'm learning a lot from other people. That's why earlier I was asking you, how do you transcribe your word and stuff? So I'm learning through other people. And the third thing is, in my country, Tanzania, we have a lot of people who are doing great content, but my content is really picking up really good.
I've been paying attention.
And everybody is, telling me like, yo, this thing is dope. So each and every day I'm trying to watch other content and see what I can improve on what I'm doing. But it's hard, bro. It's hard.
No, I can imagine.
Because I need to write down the story.
You have to think.
I have to think, write down the story, to make sure everything I say is
There has to be fact checked. It has to be accurate, because if it's wrong and it's online, it can really be
fire.
Yeah.
And then I had to edit it, make sure I'm adding some memes to it so I can make people laugh.
Yeah.
So now I have a podcast. Now it's a full podcast. Last time it was a 2-minute. It was a 2-minute content. So now I have like a 20-minute podcast. And then after editing a 20-minute podcast, now I'm cutting down to editing a promo video for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Reel and stuff. So it's really hard. At the same time, I need to write music.
Yo, bro.
So
how many hours in a day? You know what I mean?
Bro, it's hard, but I'm enjoying it.
I'm loving the dedication. One of the things that I've picked up, and I was watching attentively, is I'm realizing that you are highlighting some specific music from Tanzania and Kenya. Okay, so I was
East Africa in general.
Oh, dope. Okay, so then I picked up. I was seeing, for instance, when you were talking about specific artists or specific albums or specific songs that had a great impact in the region, and I started seeing how much it meant to the people who were commenting. Can you tell me about tapping into all those forgotten stories? I'll say forgotten stories,
Yeah.
but they're probably not. But highlighting those stories.
So what I basically do is, the title itself,
Yeah.
story Zamula.
Stories are Mula.
Mula's stories.
Yeah.
So those are my stories.
Yo.
So what I know is your stories is not for you only.
Yeah.
Your stories,
Yeah.
100 there's a 100% chances to your story to
Yeah.
relate with other people
Exactly.
stories. So what I'm doing is every time when I'm doing my stories,
Yeah.
I'm just expressing what I felt
Yeah.
when I was, hearing these tracks,
Yeah.
when I was young, the moment and stuff.
Yeah.
So most of the time, my moments and my experiences are the same moment that people are
That
feeling.
people had. Yeah.
So
That's the universal power of music.
universe power. And the other thing is, what I've learned is, after telling your story,
Yeah.
you need to craft in every part when you're telling a story.
Yeah.
You need to craft some. It's like in a performing, we call it a call and a response.
Yeah.
You need to
yeah,
ask
yeah,
questions
yeah.
for people.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about this?
Yes. Yes.
Drop down your comment so they can be free to drop down your comment. So
yeah.
even when you write a caption must have a question tag
Yeah. What
at
do you
last.
think?
Yeah.
Do you identify with this?
With it, to make them, to make them comment and
They you give them ownership of the story,
of the story.
and they know that they are free to reflect,
To reflect.
on the story based on their perspective, which
Their
is
perspective.
could be different from yours sometimes.
Yes, and then you need to make sure you answer all the comments to make sure you have a back and forth.
So don't be like a celebrity and start ghosting people and start ignoring
That's-
other people's comments.
I hate that behavior, bro. I hate that behavior. Me, I answer comments. I answer DMs.
Yeah.
I talk to people, and most of my information I get from the comments because now you have people with a lot of information, but they don't have an avenue to express the information.
Yeah.
So if you give them a ground, like, yo, what do you think about
Yeah, you're
this?
so right, bro.
Yeah.
You're so right because they themselves possibly are not being heard,
Yes.
right? And your story, which you have bravely published, may give them a chance to participate and be heard, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, oh you too, yes. This is what
For example, like the story I'm dropping on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It's from in East Africa, especially Kenya. They used to have an artist called Prezo. So Prezo was a king of marketing and showbiz. Yo, no one like Prezo ever till today. Showbiz, Prezo was
How far back was that? Like, are we talking 90s? Are we talking early 2000s?
early 2000 and stuff. He was.
Is he still active?
Nah, he's not active, but I see now he's trying to make a comeback. But on a podcast, I'm trying to tell him, like, don't make a comeback.
Why is that? Why not?
Like the legacy he built before.
You might ruin it. I know
Yeah,
what
yes.
mean. I know what
You know?
mean. Yeah.
So I was like, yo, don't disturb
Your
your
work is
legacy.
done. Your
Your work is
you did
done.
great
Yeah,
work.
yes.
Do
Don't
not
disturb.
underestimate.
No. I've seen a track. He's about to release a track, and he was telling people like the king is back, and I was like, oh my god, please don't do this.
Don't do it, man. You know that there's an importance of bowing out when you are at your prime, especially when you realize that you've created something that was impactful. There's no need for you to start doing it again.
Yes, it sounds like so. So for that podcast, I had to ask Provoke some of information. I had to go to Twitter and search,
Has to be accurate.
because now I'm talking about Kenyan artists. You know,
How have any of the artists that you've profiled, right, in terms of the content, have any of them engaged or responded or?
yeah, Juakali.
Yeah.
So Juakali is a legend in Kenyan hip hop genge. It's also genge music.
Yeah.
So Juakali, I did one for Juakali.
Okay.
When I was starting the podcast, and he reposted it in his account, Instagram, Twitter.
That's great work,
Did a
bro.
lot for Tanzanians artists. Some of them are really positive about it.
Yeah.
Some of them, artists, but I understand. I'm just doing it for love.
You're doing it for love, bro. Recognition. Funny, I'm actually doing something similar, but I'm doing it through clothing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
sometimes I create limited pieces. Thanks, bro. Where I design it and I put it on some on a T-shirt or whatever, and there's a story about that. I'm also trying to do the same way, the same reason but just a different avenue, and it's been so great, bro.
Grab some ideas from you, and do it in an East African way.
If you ever need the services of creating merchandise, let's talk. Because I do this in-house, right? Everything is there. Designs, manufacturing, execution in-house. So we can really create the bridge. Yeah. It's in. Yeah. I don't outsource. It's not outsourced. It's made homemade. Everything you've seen is homemade. So let's talk, bro. But let's talk. Let's extend the story that you are doing. I know that because artists are personal and it's their legacy and copyright, so I'm dealing with legal issues, right? Because sometimes I have to approach the families to say, hey, can I have the right and the clearance to make this? Sometimes I can't really sell it. Sometimes it's like one off, just because I respect their legacy as well. But yeah, sometimes if you may need and you come across someone who'd be happy to create merch that is common for, let's do it. Let's do it, my dude. Enjoy the show, bro.
Thank you.
Have a blast. Salute, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I'm Landmark.
One last thing. Bro, remember the last interview we had in Joburg?
Yeah.
So remember I told you that was my first interview to be interviewed in English.
Oh, yes, I remember. Yeah.
Bro, listening to that interview to today's interview, I've seen a lot of changes, man. I'm going global.
I can testify, bro. I can testify.
I'm going global.
And I was here to see the story from the beginning.
I'm going global. My English is start to coming out. So, ladies, I'm coming for you.
Watch out. Salute, Mula. Leo, when you're ready. Okay.